welcome back to my channel. So today I have another special guest here. I feel like literally every couple of weeks I have someone new on my channel, so you guys love it, so I thought it'd be good to finally feature Yewande.
So my name's Yewande. I'm a scientist and I went on Love Island in 2019, and now I'm in the world of media. So this is where I am now, and I'm with Maz recording a YouTube channel.
Do you know it's mad? So many people were like, oh, we want you to do a video together.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just because you're so far away. We have actually tried before, but it's just because you only live you don't live in Ireland anymore, but at the time, she lives in Ireland, so it's really hard to meet up and stuff. Yeah. But we finally managed to, even though, it's a bit hard.
Coronavirus
and everything.
Yeah.
And we obviously don't want you guys to think that, we're
taking the piss and not self-isolating. I've been self-isolating, Maz has been self-isolating as well, and I haven't really come in contact, and I don't think she's come in contact with anyone else. And even coming here, I had gloves on, hand sanitizer.
Everything.
I'm taking as much precaution as possible.
Exactly. It's scary, and we just want you guys to know, in the light of all the situation that's happening, we still want to be able to connect with you guys, do as much as possible to make all you guys just feel a little bit of ease, and if it means taking your mind off it for 15 minutes, 20 minutes of this video, then we can hope you enjoy it. And just make sure you guys stay safe, keep isolated, follow what the NHS and the government is saying, and honestly, we will get through this as a nation, as a country, as a world. It's sad, scary. Scary.
Scary. Y'all scary.
Me and Yewande are going to do 2 videos. So there's going to be one on Yewande's channel. So make sure you guys check it down below, because we're probably going to post it around the same time. Yeah. So if there's a video, it's going to be down below, and vice versa. I thought it'd be good to kind of, answer some questions. A lot of you guys asked me loads of questions on Instagram, because I actually asked you guys, oh, I'm going to be recording Yewande, what video do you want to see, blah, blah, blah. And you guys literally just asked those questions. So I thought it'd be good to answer as much as we can. Do you want to start? Because yours is the most recent.
Damn it! Being black on reality TV, when I went on Love Island, so obviously I knew that being black was going to be a big part of it, and I was going to struggle, because I'm not stupid. You see all those I've watched reality TV, I know how it goes, and there's always that 1 or 2 black people who are just never really included, or never find love, or have some type of struggle, but you have to take chances, and you have to do things. Because I feel it shouldn't really stop you from doing something. If you want to do something, you're not going to be oh, I can't do it because loads of people have done it before me and they just never succeeded. It's kind of I want to have fun as well. So obviously going on Love Island, I remember when I was the original cast and I walked out, I think it was nice seeing Amber, who was mixed, and then it was also nice seeing a bit of diversity with Anna, and then obviously Sharif from opening lineup as well was there. It was still a struggle, because at the end of the day, when I was there, I didn't know if people just didn't like me because they didn't fancy me, or it was because of they just weren't into black girls. Yeah, so you were always in that
such a thing though. I feel when you go on a TV show that is the majority of the nation that watches it is white, the majority of the contestants are white, and I think it's a thing where, not that white people don't find black people attractive, but what we do see a lot of the time is that unfortunately they usually don't. And going on to something like that is really scary, because you don't want to be someone where because in the outside world that's not the case. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you've dated so many guys, black, white, do you know what I mean? When you're in a place like that, you're and
everything's got that amplified. Because it's okay, in the normal world there's a million or a billion people, and there's a huge fraction that find black women attractive, and then you go into a villa and there's 10 people, 5 guys, and one of them has to find you attractive, and if they don't, you're screwed.
You're screwed. Prior to watching Love Island, from when I'd watched it, I think it was. Did you ever watch the first ever season?
No, I started watching from the 3rd season.
Really? Yeah. I've been a proper Love Island fan. So the first season was an Asian boy called Omar, and then there was a mixed race girl, but they didn't get picked. The second season was Marlon, she didn't get picked. Third was Marcel, so it was always that chain, and it was really heartbreaking to watch. It's just but this isn't the case in real life. Watching it outside, it was really frustrating, because when I was watching, I was thinking, but this is not the case. My show wasn't a love show, so basically I was meant to go on Love Island season 2. They asked me to go, I got through and everything, and it just wasn't the right show for me. And I think one big fear of mine was I just felt I don't look like these girls on the show. Like
I had that as well.
Yeah.
The last minute before I flew out, I wasn't gonna go.
Really?
I wasn't gonna. I remember crying the whole day. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna fit in.
Yeah.
I was like, no one's gonna like me. I was like, I'm just not gonna do this.
That's so crazy, man. That's so crazy. But I'm glad you've done it. Like, I feel like you represented so well. Like, honestly, I was team Yewande from the beginning. Like, and I think that's the one thing about like Black Twitter and like Black communities. When we see someone Black, we're gonna like support. Like, we have to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you did yourself well.
Thank you.
But yeah, my show wasn't that bad. Like, I feel like my show was Survival of the Fittest. If any of you guys know, it's like it was set in South Africa. I think that was what was meant to be the original Winter Love Island.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Like that was meant to be the actual Winter Love Island, but obviously it didn't bang, unfortunately, because it was such a good show. Like, I really enjoyed the experience.
I think it was because it was like a season 1. Like a new show isn't gonna do that
as well.
It
yeah,
needs to kind of
keep going, and they didn't keep going, and I think because it was so expensive for such a new show that they were like, we can't continue this on. So I got that. I wasn't on my show with Matisse. I would have gone crazy. Like, she was mixed race, like she got it, like she understood. Like, so being in there, being in that kind of environment, you definitely need someone that is Black or has some Black or is very in touch with their Black side to understand. Not that like we can't, you know, I'm very good at what's that word? I know how to adjust myself to environment, situation. Yeah. But it's it plays such an impact on your experience when you have someone that gets your struggles, gets like what you go through, gets the way you think, kind of thing. So for mine it was all right. Like, I feel like if I was on Love Island, it would definitely bring out my biggest insecurities. Even on my show, I felt mad insecure after like my first little like TV breakup. Callum, now I think about it, it's just so funny. Were you happy that you went on it and you have any regrets?
No, I don't think I have any regrets. I'm happy that I went on it. It was a great experience. Like, not everyone gets to say I went on Love Island.
Exactly. Not everyone gets like picked either, like for them to scout.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely, and obviously it opened up some amazing doors and stuff. So I was happy with that.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad you enjoyed your experience.
Did you regret going on Survival?
No, not at all. I feel like going on Survival, it was part of my path, part of my journey, part of my growth, part of where I need to be now. And I wouldn't even everything with the breakup, everything in this journey, I would not do differently, because I just feel like I needed that to be where I am today, kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely, if you ever get given the opportunity, I'd just say to people, take it. Do your best, get as much money as you can. And that's what I would say, same thing in there. Yeah. I think you have to deep it. I think we get all these questions because how many Black girls really are representing from reality TV show that are blowing and doing well? Not many. Yeah. So I think that's probably why they'll probably see me, you, maybe Amber, maybe Leanne. Like, do you know, they can answer these questions because it's like, who else is there to talk to?
But it's hard though. Yeah. Like, I remember even before I went on Love Island, I didn't like. I think maybe I was just so naive and thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna go on, have the summer of my life, have the crack, meet new people, and just whatever comes out of it comes out of it. Yeah. But then coming out of it, it's just really stressful, and I think it's the whole social media part of it that I think when people look at people who are on social media, I feel like they think that they're having like the time of their lives, going to all these events, meeting all these people, and it's kind of like, no, it's really tough. Like, social media is like really hard, and obviously being Black, social media is so hard, and also working with brands. Like, I think being in the position that I'm in now, especially when I just came out, I didn't think I'd have to struggle with like, you know, brands saying no and you can't have this and you can't do that. I thought it was going to be like really easy. I thought it was going to be like, oh, I just came out of Love Island and you get this and you get this and you get this, and it's like, no, I struggled so much. I was hearing so many no's.
On Love Island, do you feel like mentally you should be in a better position? Like, 100%. Not that everything should be handed to you, but do you feel like because of that title,
brands want to work with you
more? You assume, like, how have you found that?
Because obviously when you come out of the villa, at that point, you're like hot news. Like, you're literally just come out of the villa. Every month the nation kind of knows who you are. They watch your journey. So you would expect, from obviously like looking at other cast members that have been on it the previous year, you'd expect that like things would be easier. Not saying that things would be handed to you like on a plate, but like brands wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna think about it. No. But even like with little things like getting management, I remember it was like the worst period of like my entire life.
Are you being serious?
It was the hard, like, came out of the villa, and the ITV give you like a list of like companies that they've searched through and stuff like that. It's like agencies the previous Islanders had used, stuff like that. So gave me a list. I remember in my hotel room, and at this point, like, no one knew I'd even come out because I didn't go on my socials for like 2 days.
You guys can't do. They still had your phone in it?
No, they had my. I was out. Like, I was back in the UK. Everyone knew I was back in the UK, but I just didn't take my phone back for like 2 days because I was terrified.
Really?
Like, because what happened? Even when I got my phone back, I didn't turn it on for 2 days.
Really?
I couldn't.
The anxiety, that you don't know what to expect.
I didn't know what people were saying. It was just too much. I had to pick an agent because obviously I didn't know what I was doing. The best thing is just for someone to manage it, and that's when I was speaking to you.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And you remembered. You recommended Vamp, so I did have a meeting with Vamp, and then I went through all the people who I wanted to meet. And I remember when I rang, everyone was so excited. I was like, oh my god, like this is amazing, thank you, we really want to meet up with you, blah blah blah. I literally rang, there was like 10, I picked 5 of the best because I did my research, picked 5 of the best that I thought were good for me.
That's good, you done research, you know, like that's, so many people just think, like they don't actually do research and think, rah, like this is what I want. Because I think it's a thing where when you come out of a show you think, oh, I want to be famous, I want to be this, but then you deep like, okay, I need something where longevity,
where
they actually care about you long term, and also like where you can make a career. I think that's why so many people like flop a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So I was going through all my meetings with like pens, papers, questions, everything. Like my mom came to one of the meetings as well with me. So I went and picked 5 and had a phone call, super excited, right? The next day, like they were like, one of them rang me like, oh yeah, sorry, we can't meet with you anymore, and I didn't get why. And I was like, okay, whatever. I still had 4 more. So I met with one that went really, really well, but I decided not to go with them because I felt like they were dodgy. I met with one, and then I was gonna go with him, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna go with him. Then the other 2 rang me and were like, oh sorry, we can't meet up with you, we're not interested anymore. And it was mad. Do you reckon it's because they already had someone? Because I know sometimes they don't like to mix.
I understood that, but that wasn't the case. They didn't have anyone, because at the time, obviously, I came out early enough. So at the time, they didn't have anyone, but they were so excited to meet me, so it was weird for them to call and be like, oh, we don't want you anymore. And then I just didn't get why. I was like, is it me? But then people who had fewer followers than me, like cast on more people who had fewer followers than me and weren't in that long, were getting management that I wanted. So I was really confused, because then at that point I was like, okay, maybe it was me. But then when you see people who had like 10% of your following and were in there like a fraction, you just sit there and you're like, what is it? It's tough.
It's a tough
industry. Was really, really hard. I went through a lot getting management. Because I wanted to stay, in TV, and I wanted to do like science and media, and I still want to do it, but it's just so hard. Because I see a lot of people say, oh my god, use your science degree, why are you not using your science degree? And it's kind of like, things just don't happen like the way you think it happens. Like it takes time, just a lot of
especially
meetings.
when you like jump from what you used to check, like doing something different, because it's a completely different ball game, to then trying to implement, like mix the 2. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got the influence now, you've got the following now, you've got the engagement now, so it's like, okay, how can I mix that with what I've actually got to degree in, what like, do you know what I mean? So it must have been really hard. Like I can't even imagine.
It was a struggle.
Are you happy with your management now though?
I'm happy with my management now, but with me I'm just always like, could they be better? I'm the type of person that like, oh my god, could they be doing more? But like I think that's just the way I am. But they're good.
Good, that's good, man.
Getting over a toxic breakup. To be fair, I've only been in one relationship.
Have you?
Ever?
You said you haven't really been in a
relationship.
relationship.
I've been in like one relationship, and I don't even know if I can count that, because it was like, I was like really young. I was like 17. So that doesn't really count.
I think that's your pre-adult. I feel like when you hit 21.
But for me that was nearly my adult, because I was in 2nd year of uni. Do you know
but
what I mean?
But don't you feel like uni is your becoming an adult stage? That's where you go through real stuff, like real life problems. I feel like uni.
Uni you go through, not after. In uni you're going through real life shit.
You're broke. You're poor. But toxic relationships. I've been in 3 toxic relationships.
3?
I don't know. I've been in 3 toxic relationships.
How many relationships have you been in?
I've been in 4 relationships. 4 proper relationships, but I've had 3 toxic relationships, and I think. Do you know what it was? My biggest toxic one was my most recent one. Obviously, you all know. No shade. I'm trying to think how I got over that toxic relationship. I think for me it was just making sure that my survival was the biggest thing, and overcoming the fact that I didn't need him. I think the most reason why people stay in toxic relationships is because they feel like they can't do better, or they can't survive with that person, or they're better or worse without that person, and that should never be the case. That was for me. I just realised, like, do you know what? Because he cheated the first time, innit, and I chose to forgive him, I chose to forget. But because he had done it the first time, I knew that if he did that again, especially to that kind of scale, I cannot go back, and I have to make sure that when I mentally prepare myself for him to do that, so that when he does it, pack my shit, go and sort my shit out. Yeah. So I think it's so important to mentally prepare yourself to think, like, you should never feel like you can't survive with someone. Yeah. And I think I don't know, I feel like you should always in your back of your mind that you are enough, and that you should be like, I will be fine. It's a hard one. I don't think I'm the best at giving advice for relationships.
I don't think I'm the best either, because I've only ever been in one relationship, and it doesn't really count because I was like 2. But I feel like you need to like accept that it's a toxic relationship. Yeah, 100%. Because I feel like at the start it's very hard to accept that you were actually in a toxic relationship, and then once you kind of do accept that and you understand why it was toxic, then you can move on, because you'll know that you deserve better. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Someone just asked us, how do you overcome being rejected by black men?
Do you know what hurts more? Because it's like one of your own. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, if white people reject you, it's kind of like, it's fine. Like, they're not used to dating a black girl. Like, you don't feel it as much. Do you know what I mean? You stick with what you fine. But when it's kind of like one of your own, it's kind of like, well, if a black man doesn't find me attractive, please tell me on this, who? If black guys don't, like, I don't know, if they don't love you, then it's kind of like, well, who else?
I get it.
And it hurts differently. It's like, okay, then who am I going to be with? Nobody.
Bro, it's different. And I feel like when I find black boys that are so like anti-black females, and I've seen the tweets, I've seen some mad videos where black boys are probably like, oh, if her hair's nappy, bro, show me your mom. Like, that's not, honestly, show me a picture of your mom, because how can you be like that when the woman that birthed you is definitely full black, and then you're saying it where it's so
downgrading.
But
the thing is, they'll say it like, oh, it's just my preference. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's my preference. I'm not saying I don't like black women. I'm just saying that, like, they're not really my preference. And it's kind of like, when someone says that, it's kind of like, then when you want to argue, it becomes a little bit harder, because it's kind of like, okay, yeah, everyone should be entitled to their own preference. I mean,
basically, this mixed race girl was interviewing, like, light-skinned mixed race, interviewed this, like, black boy. He looks like a full African boy, you know what I mean by African, like, we know what certain features are on certain people, so you know a Turkish person, you know there's just them features, you know a white person, I don't hope it's offending anyone, every race has a particular feature that is
distinguished.
Yeah, 100%. So he was definitely a black person, definitely full black, probably African, and he was basically saying how, like, he doesn't like black girls, he doesn't fuck with, like, black girls, like, they have big noses, they have this, that he said it, yeah?
So and that's kind of different, because that's just hate, do you know what I mean? That's hating your own race, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's different.
That's just, there's difference between, I find, they're attractive, but I'm not attracted to them, and my preference is this. Though? But when you sit down and you say, oh, they have big noses, their hair looks like this, that, blah, 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 and that's why I don't like them, that's just hate, and I don't understand how you can hate your own race.
Because he's full black, so his mum and dad are exactly everything he's describing. So basically in that video that's what he said. But basically the girl was mixed race, and then she goes, but what about me? And he was like, but you're an exception.
I knew it. How did I know? I just knew it.
Like, she was an exception. Do you know what I mean? So it's so, I think it hurts even more when they don't want the full you, they want half of you. There's like a version of you, there's a desired version of you.
Even when I was younger, the people who were preferred were like either like mixed race people or light skinned girls. There was never a guy. I don't think when I was younger I'd never ever heard a guy say, yeah, I love dark skinned girls. It's only like now recently that dark skinned people is becoming a trend. Did you grow up in a white school? In my whole secondary school there's about 1,000 people, and in the whole 1,000 people there was about 10 black people.
At school I was not desired at all. when I did show a lot of my blackness in my hair braids, they'll ping it. They used to call me Mufasa, they used to call me King Kong. Very, like, horrible. I was never the girl that had a boyfriend, ever. And my ever first boyfriend was actually black, because I went to my first black party. You know when you're black? It was amazing! I've never had so much attention in my life. Like, it was such a different dynamic, yeah? So, that was my first ever proper, like, relationship. He was a black boy and everything. It was so different. Yeah. But in my school, it was very white. I was never desired. I was always seen as, like, not pretty. They'll take the piss out of me. And obviously, I wasn't wealthy either. My area was the white wealthy. Yeah. Luckily, the area we lived in, I was able to go to a good school. But we weren't in the white wealthy. Like, the clothes, I didn't have all the stuff that they had. Like, I didn't understand how, when I deep it, like, my friends had Ugg boots. Like, these girls from Reigate were wearing Ugg boots here, and I was thinking, I was having the Mark 1 boots. Like, it wasn't like that for me. It definitely played an impact on me growing up, because I always felt that that was what was beautiful. You know, it was really hard to accept that how I was beautiful enough, because people around me, that wasn't the case.
But the thing is, even with me, it took me so long to appreciate black beauty. Because obviously, like you, I grew up in, like, a white predominant area, and I always remember trying to always fit in. Like, I remember when people used to, like, backcomb their hair.
Did you used to do
that?
that?
I backcombed my hair. I had the hairspray. Like, if I show you old pictures, like, my quiff was like this high. I had, like, the emo side fringe thing going on, dark liner. I wanted to fit in because I was told that, like, that was a standard that I had to live up to, and I didn't know anything else. And that was me when I was younger. I was so vulnerable because obviously nobody liked me, so I always tried to imitate what 100%. They told me was, you know, beautiful.
Did you ever used to do? I used to do braids. I stopped doing braids because people were like I've been bullied for having braids or having the ponytail with the thing, they'll pin it. So I would start doing weave. I did weave so young. I was using hair glue so young to have European hair. Obviously, still got European hair. but like it just played such an impact because like it damaged my hair. When I was little, I had amazing hair.
Coming back to like dating, like black men rejecting you, it's a different type of pain.
It's a different type of pain. So guys, we just had some tea off camera that you guys can't know that. Dating publicly.
Oh my god. Yeah. I think I've been dating, when I came out of the villa, apart from seeing George, because that was just like I don't know, I'm not even going to count that. Yeah, apart from that, I was seeing someone. It obviously ended, but when we were dating, because we were both public figures, it was like private everything.
I didn't know. Who was it? Would you do a public relationship?
No, I wouldn't say I wouldn't do a public relationship, but I'd have to be very secure in my relationship before I made it public.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So like if I'm dating someone, I'm never going to tell anyone I'm dating someone, and I'm always going to say I'm single because I don't want to be dating someone and then have to explain why it's not working and why we've broken up.
And people have evil eye. When people see you happy, especially when they see you happy with someone, they think, how the fuck do them two get together? Yeah. That's when it'll fuck up.
Yeah. So I think people dating in the public eye, for me, especially when I just came out of the villa, it was like private dinings, walking into separate locations, because it's kind of like you just don't know who's who.
100%.
Like people could see me walk in somewhere with someone who was also in the public eye, until I know that like this is it, we're happy, we're secure.
You don't want to post it.
I'm not going to post it. And if you think I'm hiding somebody, I'm not hiding somebody. No, I'm single. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, yeah, she's definitely hiding someone. She's definitely dating. Nah, I'm not.
I'm dating. I'm hiding that nigger. No, joking. Like he's so low key, so calm, and he's obviously like he's if not my best friend, one of my best friends, and that's why it's just for me. I don't want anyone to ruin that. And people are so like put two and two together, want to find out everything, and he's just not that person. And it's, you know, there's some things that means so much to you that you can't risk people ruining it. And people ruin it. People will try say shit like about these compared. I don't need that. Like I'm happy in my little bubble with my guy, and he's perfect for me. And I couldn't do a public relationship. I guess like maybe on my private story post cute stuff with me and him because I can control who's seeing that stuff.
Yeah.
But public stuff, no.
Do you think you'll ever go public though?
As in, like, post a picture of me and him together?
Yeah.
As long as we've got to a stage where it's like, rah, me and him are actually together forever, then that's the only time no one can really say shit.
But then you don't really know, because when you're dating someone or you're going out with someone, or if it's official, you have the intention of, oh, we're going to be together forever.
Yeah. It's a hard one because I love seeing people's couple. I personally love seeing couple pictures, couple videos, not where it's bombarded in your face, or where it's like, oh, guys, so I've got my boyfriend in this video together, where you kind of know who someone's boyfriend is. But I think because of I feel like, because it's so hard when you do break up, I feel like then people are like, oh, people start asking you, not even because they're nosy, but it's like, oh, we haven't seen him in a while, you guys still together. And it's that issue where it's like, you feel like, I don't need to tell you, but it's a bit like, I get people are genuinely concerned. But from what I learned from my last relationship, I know that if I was to ever have a public one, it would be where it's like the odd video, guys, so I've got my boyfriend's video, like, you know, not make a big deal out of it, where my brand isn't about my boyfriend, especially when he's not even about that. Like, but I think the odd picture, where it's the odd cute picture, I love to share that. I've got so many cute pictures of me and the guy that I'm with now, and I would want to post them because they're so cute, but it's like, it's just, I feel like it's too soon, and I just don't need to prove anything to anyone. I feel sometimes when you're in a relationship, you want to prove that couple goals sometimes. But a lot like that with Warren, I feel like we need to get a nice picture. People are expecting it. People, if me and Warren didn't post for ages, people are like, are you guys still together? It's like, bro, we just don't want to post pictures together. So I feel like it is a lot of pressure in your public eye, but now learning from it, I would definitely want to share that with my loyal lovers. You know, there's people that really support you. I actually want you to be happy and be in love, and people want to see that. So I think future wise, I think it'll be very really minimal and very like not too in depth, but still enough where people can know that Mad's got a man, she's happy, that's the man. We don't really know who he is, but he's there. He's there in it. So
if you go out, do you go out in public together?
What, me and the guy?
Do you not think that people take, like, you know, shady pictures of the both of you?
I don't think I'm big like that. I feel like if you was, or Amber, or anyone from Love Island, I've never thankfully had the situation where they've sent a video of me and him together and they post it, because it really pissed me off and it really upset me because he's not even like that. He's you know, those boys that are like,
minds his business,
does his job, like, he does his job, he's a hard worker, he does everything, he's so low key, and to put him on the, like, spotlight, especially when, like, it's out of his control, it would hurt me more than it would hurt me so much. I feel like everyone sees a different side to me, because it's a different kind of protection on that end. I actually do not want him to have to go through the people having an opinion of him, people having an opinion of us. He doesn't need to go through that. That's not his life. He does need to go through that shit. Like, he already sees how it affects me. I would never want that for him. So if anyone wants to ever do that, they'll like, I can't lie, the sweet man moves you lot. So yeah, guys, that is us done. We had a little bit of a chill session. I just want to apologise if the lighting changes. We started when it was literally like the sun was going down until it being night time. So if the lighting changes, that's why. But I thought it'd be good to get you one day on here. I know you lot have been like wanting her to be here, and she's finally here. Unfortunately, she's here when it's a little bit of a peak time, but we've definitely taken precautions. And yeah, we've just pretty much answered all the majority of questions, especially the ones that I've been asked like multiple times, different ways. And we hope we answer your questions, and we hope to give you guys a bit of an insight between our lives, influencing, relationships, or stuff like that, really.
Thank you for watching.
Make sure you guys subscribe if you like this video, like, and obviously share this video with all your friends. And yeah, make sure you guys follow Yewande on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube. She's also going to be having her own video with me on there, so make sure you guys check that out. If it's not in the link down below, which it should be, check in the link down below. If not, follow her socials. Follow her socials so she'll tell you when it's up on YouTube. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
I hope we will see you guys very soon. So bye.